And welcome back. Praise the Lord.
Oh, no.
Fire. I don't know. Hey, welcome back to the SuperBoss Podcast, where we don't really know what's happening. It's just me. We got our friend Harrison over here.
What's up?
And then we got our buddy Luc.
Hello.
How's quarantine treating you?
Yeah. Some of us are.
No, see, I'm great because I'm on the other side of the table from you guys. You guys are within like elbow distance.
Yeah.
I'm just in my own little bubble.
We should have probably done this over Discord to practice
online.
To practice the social distancing.
Let's see, if we did that, I wouldn't be able to convince you guys like, hey, I'm hungry, let's get food.
Ah, true.
No, you still win.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We're joking about it, but I hope everyone, the only
Please
people who listen right now are like our friends. But just as like a shouting into the void, please stay safe.
Well, I don't know. Some
stay
of our
healthy.
friends, either because of their job or other reasons, are still at work.
Yeah.
And
Me.
you, but also like some of our friends in like the business logistics world were like, yeah, just go home. What are they going to do? Fire you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but
Yeah. I mean,
you're still going to work, aren't you?
I'm working, but I'm at home.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. So it's just kind of like.
It's. I was going to say something. It's kind of mean.
Oh.
But it's not. So excluding you, because you're a different case, but like the people with, quote, big boy jobs, you can tell who gets treated better because they're still at work. And the people were like, hey, just go home. Don't worry about just go home. And then like the peons are like, yeah, my coworker next to me got sick and I'm just still here. Like, you should leave.
Like in the office?
Yeah.
Huh.
A couple of our friends are still in the office and they're like, yeah, coworkers are getting sick still.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah.
And that's Rich saying it coming from me who hasn't been to an office in like 2 months because I lost my job, but dab.
Dab on the job. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean like, yeah, it's rough.
It's weird times.
Weird times.
It's super weird.
This is what people wanted when they're like, I want the 20s to come back. We got economic recession. Alcohol can't be sold. It's great.
Wait,
great.
What?
So there's, at least where we are, there's certain issues where like bars and restaurants are technically closed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to
they're doing that in a lot of places too.
Yeah. World War III could happen anytime.
It's great.
What a time to be alive.
It's great.
Got him. You wanted the 20s back?
Oh, no.
But yeah, stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash hands, yeah.
The stuff you should have been doing your entire life.
It's hilarious that like when they're it's good, but it's also like kind of weird when it's like, oh, how to prevent it, and you just read it, and I'm like, wait, is this what we were told like in elementary school? We just forgot.
Yeah.
Like some people forgot.
No,
yeah,
definitely, because I remember back at work, it's like, oh, go to the restroom, washing my hands. Dude, I just saw you walk out.
Yeah, it's like,
oh my God.
It's like that kind of thing.
I feel like
it's like that kind of
to,
thing.
Well, so I don't know. I'll find. I'll get a woman's perspective on this later. But for men's restroom, I see that happen.
It's fucking
I feel
gross.
like guys have to be the most egregious perpetrators of not washing.
Yeah, I
their
see
hands.
plenty of people just walking like, ugh.
Yeah. I don't know how it is in the.
And then those people are the ones hoarding all the hand sanitizer and TP, and they're like, "How do I use this?"
That's the only reason why is because they just have it because they haven't used it.
Yeah,
they just don't know. Yeah,
and then they'll sell it for like 20 times the price, and you're just touching this like unclean packaging.
Apparently, like this one dude like hoarded like a bunch of hand sanitizer, but he was found out like because he was trying to sell it. Yeah. They found out, and then they're like, "No, dude, just donate. You have to donate." And then I was like,
did they say he has to? I think he...
Or did he choose to?
I think after he got wrecked by literally everyone.
Oh, that's what it was.
I think it was strongly suggested he donate.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Hint, wink, wink, the police are at the door. You should donate it with the police's help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
That
like some
was-
like strong like push.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I just know he got like a shitload of backlash for that.
Because anytime people are doing stupid stuff, like it's just like you're panicking. Like, remember, we're getting so off topic.
Yeah.
A while ago,
We haven't
when
started
there
the
was,
topic. We're okay.
there was like a huge storm in Houston.
Oh, the oil. Yeah,
And
the
so
whole.
everybody's like, I have to buy gas.
Yep.
And then for like a week, you just couldn't buy gas.
Yep.
And people
then-
were like, oh
but-
no, I can't buy
Lines.
gas.
Did you guys
out
end
the
up
butt.
having to go buy gas at one point?
I actually
because I was
did.
still
Yeah.
delivering pizza.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Because I remember going and I'm like going to actually checking the like online, checking what each gas station, how the levels are. I didn't realize there was a site for this. But
Oh.
yeah, no, there's a site that's like, oh, this place is low. This place is low. There was a wait
Sick.
time. Blah blah blah. How much the gas would be? I'm like, this is actually terrible.
But now, gas so cheap.
Gas so cheap.
It went down from 190 or
Like
185
170?
maybe to like 170 something.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because like other people are like, your gas is that cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Like,
weird.
I knew a couple people who live in Nebraska or like on
Is
the
it
East Coast.
More expensive.
Oh yeah.
It's like $2, $3, $4.
Ouch.
It's just, and that's what I mean. That's just East Coast. That's just because
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they just
Or
are
just
there.
land of the free, baby. Deep in the
Totally.
heart of Texas.
Capitalism ho. But yeah. So since you've been working from home, you're out of employment. What have you
Ian, you're
guys
great.
been playing this week?
Ian, you're great. I love you, man. Don't
Thank
change.
you. You're welcome. I'm here all week, baby. I'm here until the coronavirus gets me, dude.
Oh please, no.
What a way to go. I have been playing the same games I've been playing, just reversed in terms of time commitment.
Hey, nice.
Lots of like especially because the new Siege Monster Hunter just dropped, and I'm still kind of behind, so I need to do a bunch of stuff to catch up. But that's kind of the next big thing everyone's going to be playing
Right.
on Monster Hunter 4 is that one monster. So been playing way more of that.
I noticed that. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I'd seen
I-
Discord.
My girlfriend, I called it. She bought the new Animal Crossing.
Oh.
So it was downloading like before I came here.
Mm-hmm.
So
She can play today, or is it just kind of like
maybe,
let you
maybe
preload?
it's a pre-download.
I think it's like preload.
I don't know because
Because I know Doom. So that I know Doom
yeah.
allowed theirs to like play today. like, the day
Yeah,
of
but
it.
that was just like I think the game was technically playable. Like with Doom, it's just you couldn't buy like physically buy the
Mhm.
copies.
yeah, yeah,
They may have just lifted restrictions on the online store.
probably.
But no, yeah, it's funny. I think my girlfriend plays more new games than I do because she also played a different game.
Uh-huh.
It was another indie game. It's called Afterlife.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
Heard
called
that.
Afterlife.
is it the one with like the two college kids or something?
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like trying to
Yeah.
I
trying
want
to
to
beat
play
Satan.
that. I actually
Yeah.
do want to play that.
That's I was watching a playthrough of that for a little bit. That's really funny.
Yeah.
The
really
writing
funny.
for that's really good.
Yeah,
I watched her play for a little bit. And, like I do want to play it
Yeah.
because it's like story based. But
Mhm.
I think it was also really cool because I don't think I've ever seen this before in like a story game like that where you have dialogue options,
Mhm.
but you can just choose not to say anything, and then like things will keep happening.
Yeah.
Like
Ah.
at certain points, you are forced to say something,
Right.
but a lot of the time, if characters talk, and then you can say a response or you can not. And it's just like,
I have seen that before, but I can't say what game it's from. But has she like have you seen her like do any drinking or anything?
I saw her play one drinking game.
Because if you get drunk enough, you get a drunk option for
Yeah.
dialogues.
Yep.
It's great.
Gosh,
But yeah, so I guess that's another game I've seen or like backseat gamed.
Yeah. Been paying attention to.
Yeah, but
That's cool.
probably not gonna get Doom Eternal right now.
yeah.
I'm probably not gonna get a lot of games right now because I do have a job. It's a really, really
That's
not well-paying job, but I have a job.
Gosh, misinformed. Ian. How dare you?
Uh,
Oh, I'm
Making me
I'm
sound like a
lying to
bum.
them.
Making me look like man.
Cool. What about you?
What about me?
What about you?
What about
buddy?
me?
What you been playing,
I
buddy?
got fucking time. No, I'm just kidding.
Hades.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. I've been playing Hades. Oh, it's just like, yeah, I've been playing Hades, and it's just really nice to like kind of touch and go with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually I started back up. I was setting up my Switch for something. I don't remember all of a sudden, but I started touching. I was just like, oh, let's look at some of the games I had. Oh yeah, it was like for the party last week. But I was like looking at like my library, and I'm like, oh, I should play some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. And I was gonna play Pokemon a little bit more, just because my girlfriend's been playing that like shit ton.
Sick. And
I feel very inadequate when I like look at her. She's like, she finished the game, and I think she's doing the extra stuff now, and she's just like she's legit trying to catch them all. And I'm like, no.
Aren't there like 800? Holy shit.
Well, is this Sword Shield?
Sword and Shield.
So no.
It's cold down.
God.
I
like-
can't catch them all anymore.
Dang.
Legitimately. But she's working, so I'm like, okay, I was gonna start that, but then I actually opened up Dragon Quest.
Oh, sick.
And
I did see you do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then like later on, like in the week, I've been like I'll play it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I open that, play it, and like, it's so good. I can't wait to graduate. I just want to get out of here. Like there are things where I'm like, this, like there are certain games where it's just like I just need to sink in like hours. Like I just need to just be a potato and just play.
Yeah.
So that's one that like playing it a bit. I was like, yeah, no, this is definitely something I'm like, I need to just
get lost.
get lost in it. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
So good. I did try to. So you got me, Ian. You got me Darksiders Genesis.
I did.
Oh.
He got me that, and I've been trying to find time to like play it, like legit. I installed it. I'm like, okay.
Can you play it single player, and do you just have a co-op buddy, or?
Yeah, you can play single player. Yeah.
You
got it for me and
also
my-
play co-op.
Yeah.
Which is why
Yeah.
I got it for him and his brother too.
Yeah. So because my brother has Borderlands 3 now, so he's just been playing that. I'm like, all right, dude, you got it.
Yeah.
Him and his friends. I mean, I get it. Him and his
Yeah, I was like, I get it.
friends like love Borderlands, so it's just like a thing that they have always played. So, I mean,
that game just makes me sad now.
Yeah.
So,
but I think it's just because they have a group that plays. They have
Yeah.
a lot more fun with it, probably.
oh,
Because he's saying he's having fun, so I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
all right, that makes sense. But I've been wanting to play Darksiders Genesis. I started it up, and this was like super late last night because I was like, I'm in the mood. Super late. Watched the intro. Did not start the game because I was super tired. Of course.
Oh, dude. How is the intro cool? Do they like?
It's so cool. One of it, I think it's like altered. I saw the intro online, and it's like him like talking to like that one demon, and he's like, essentially that's like that one cutscene. But I think it's a little bit altered from what I remember. I need to check because I was curious. I'm like, wait, I don't remember this part because they introduced War like right there. He busts in, and you're like, okay, he did.
I think that's in the online.
Maybe that's been a long time, but I'm like down. I'm like, I need to start playing this. I can't wait. The aesthetics look so cool. Like just all this stuff. I'm like, man, because I looked into it a little bit more. I watched more of it before I played it. I'm like, wait, I should just play it. I have it because I was curious.
I thought it was really like apt for you guys too when I was like looking at it because they kind of like encapsulate you and his personality.
No, yes, me and Hayden were. He's like, he got the game. He's like, we know who we're playing, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we do. Of course we fucking do.
This is great.
Starts my boy. Just, man, can't wait.
This is perfect.
Man, so played that, and of course playing Destiny because new season.
Right.
Did you get TFT on mobile or no?
I downloaded it.
Do you see yourself playing it a lot or
no? It's the UI's too small.
Yeah.
You have our friends said like he got it. Chris was like, hey, it's good, but you have to actually know what you're doing in order to like play it. And I'm like, I opened it, I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't.
Don't you have a little pen on your phone?
I don't. Not on mine.
Okay.
No.
You either get a phone with a stylus or just get an iPad and be like, yeah.
Dude, I think
Peasants.
I think for iPad like a tablet,
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. But like even though like I have like the S20 and it's a sizable screen, but I don't know if it's like good. I might try it a little bit more because I'm curious. Because I was like, maybe I will try this a little bit more.
It's also, I think, especially with this new update, there's just so much going on screen where it's really confusing to see what's happening.
Did they have like when you like beat someone and then you shoot like that fire or like a fireball?
You shoot the
thing
little damage things.
Did they have it to where you can change that before?
No.
Yeah.
I guess that's new.
That would be
okay.
new.
That's new.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like, there's
cool.
little
I didn't
things
know
where I'm like,
that.
oh, that's cool. Yeah, customize that. Of course, there's a shit ton of like Low Legends and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Nah, I'm off that train, man.
nah,
I felt like you like. I almost want to say you burned out on TFT.
Yeah, probably. I had my fill. I think I'm good now.
I mean,
It was fun.
It used to be like your pre-workout game,
Yeah.
like while you waited for your pre-workout to kick in. But
Now it's Slay the
now
Spire,
it's Slay the
baby.
Spire. See, I
What a perfect
approved that
game.
way more. I'm like that.
Such
That's
a fun game.
so cool.
That's so fun.
I need to play that more too. There's just so much
You
stuff.
should. At
Random,
least play the Watcher, because
Yeah, I want to try out the new. Yeah.
random off tangent.
Huh.
It's related to Slay the Spire, not related
Yeah,
to
yeah.
what we're talking about. But I remember since it technically went into official release this past year, it was a contender for Indie Game of the Year, and I got into an argument with one of the artists I used to work with because he also really likes Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
He's like, if the art was better, I think it'd be Game of the Year, and I got mad.
Oh,
what are you- This game is perfect the way it is.
I agree.
What kind of art? Like what?
I think
Well, I
I'm
mean,
just-
the
I'm
art
just curious,
isn't
yeah.
like.
It's not. I get it, but I'm
it
just
has
curious.
its unique bad charm, but in a
Yeah.
like it's not even bad. It's just not polished.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I guess I
I
just
got
view it
mad.
that. I guess I just
But yeah,
view
I
Slay the
just,
Spire.
I just
that
got
way.
upset. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Do you not recognize
This
the
g-
glory?
do you not see perfection when you see it?
Perfection. Damn.
Do you not recognize the
Yeah.
beauty of that blue goblin man whose name I don't remember right now?
The merchant?
Not the merchant. It's the dude who's like he just pops out. He's in multiple encounters.
Is he like the really pathetic dude?
But he's like blue skin and he always has like a golden mask.
Oh yeah, the cleric.
Yes, that's
They
it.
just-
Cleric.
Cleric.
Yep.
Never trust a cleric.
I love that guy. He's so funny. But yeah.
So you've been playing Slay the Spire a lot?
Actually recently no. I actually started playing Monster Hunter a lot more. I was up to
Good.
my son. Good.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, right. Let's see. I was up till 3 or 4 in the morning playing it last night.
Damn, son.
I was in a mood.
I was in
I mean, if my girlfriend wasn't home with me, I'd be doing the same thing. Are you having fun with it?
Yeah. Yeah. I really like. I just really like poison builds, so that's all I want to do. I got
they're great.
when we were running a Cult of Troth before Iceborne
Yeah.
was released, and I got a it's a lance called Poison, and
Oh yeah, I understand.
okay, yeah. It's just a normal lance
Just
that
poison.
has the like you have to unlock the poison element in it.
Okay.
So I finally figured out how that works, and I did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This, why would I do anything else? Because this is hilarious." And
How
fun.
how far are you right now?
Let's see. I think it's
all a blur.
It's all a blur. Yeah. I think the last thing I did was beat the Nightshade Palamu.
Okay. Have you hunted a Rathian yet?
Not yet.
Rathian might be one of your favorite armor sets because the new thing they do in Master Rank is certain pieces of gear have like secret unlocks for certain skills.
Oh.
And so with I think it's Rathian and Pink Rathian, but I know it's definitely the Rathian set. You unlock the secret like poison extender, and so like poison just lasts longer.
Yeah, baby.
It's there's another end game monster I think you'd really like because the set is actually no, never mind. It doesn't work with poison. Never mind. Ignore me.
That's okay. If it looks cool, I'll probably wear it.
It's the set I'm using.
Oh,
The,
okay.
like,
Yeah, the one
Edgy
you told
emo
me about.
jellyfish,
Hell yeah.
which I'm about to swap out of. But
Sick.
yeah, the poison is really fun.
I had a poison build for the insect glaive before Iceborne.
Yeah.
So now I'm just kind of trying to figure out what poison I want to do next. I like kind of poison lance because I just don't die and I can just like stab.
You did
stab,
like
stab.
Lance at the first point.
I did. Yeah. I think I'm getting a little bit back into it. Yeah. It's just my only gripe with Monster Hunter is the fact I think that's just like my personal preference with controls is I just like things that are very responsive or that's not right because Monster Hunter is responsive. It's just tight is the way I want to describe it. I like really tight controls that feel really responsive. Monster Hunter doesn't feel.
Are you using a wired or wireless?
Tight or responsive? Wired.
Okay.
And it's just how the game is like. It's
I can understand where you're coming from.
But
some things are like there's just a little bit of a delay, just like either through animation or there's like some sort of input lag,
or like to like dodge something. It takes like the animation takes like multiple frames, or like I just like the dodge where it's like quick, like you know what I'm talking about.
Like with Lance, you like little side hops.
Yeah. Like I think I want to be like I want the like superpower like really quick dodge. You know, like I just want things to like take less time.
Gotcha. Okay,
that's kind of how I'm trying to like yeah. But in this game, it's more about like you need to be careful with like what you can't button mash. You gotta like be watching the monster. Like it's very slower paced, but still like exciting. It's just
you would really like Switch Axe then.
Really,
a lot of because Switch Axe has side hops like Lance, and has a lot of disengage moves that move you around a lot.
Oh.
But because Switch Axe is so mobile anyway, you can recover a lot of lost ground just by like scooting back up, basically.
Yeah, because I think the like the paradigm of Lance is like you root yourself in place, and then you kind of either block or you retaliate moves, and you kind of like not retaliate. I can't think of the word though. Counter moves. Yeah, there you go. That's more of like its style. So like
it has a very different rhythm than most fights.
Yeah,
because it's almost like when Lance, you don't really care about what the monster's doing because you know you just live.
Right.
You're just trying to be like, how do I be as consistent of a damage dealer as possible? Because people have done like damage charts of Lance, and Lance is one of the most just stable. Like that's my damage. Whereas other weapons spike all over the place, but Lance just like poke,
pew,
poke,
pew, pew.
poke, jump, poke, 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 jump, poke, 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 jump.
Yeah.
And like it's better now because it does have like the counter thrust because you do have a counter.
Yeah.
But
that's fun when you
hit
that off. Yeah. It's so nice.
But, yeah, Lance they're all different, but Lance is especially different.
I don't know if other weapons have this, but it has a counter claw too. So you can choose to counter strike or counter claw, and that's so cool.
I don't think it's necessarily a counter claw, but I think it's the same mechanic. But Hammer does the same thing, where after certain moves, you do a special Hammer move.
Sick.
So.
Cool.
Monster Hunter's good.
Monster
Hunter good.
Yeah. So I've been playing that in Destiny. I think that's about it. I'm actually looking at picking up. It was the new game that was like a dungeon crawler, something gods. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to look it up. It's
what system is it on?
It's for PC. It's an indie game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's probably why.
You're kind of the indie person.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say.
I feel like Harrison would have at least heard something about this. But it's like you're like in a dungeon crawler. God, it's
gonna bug you until you.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can talk about it next week if you actually play it.
Yeah, right. If I actually get it and play it.
But dungeon crawler, maybe.
What?
No, I might know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think about it, but the instant thing I think about is like gods and dungeon crawler-esque is Hades right now.
Hades.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think it's supposed to be kind of like similar to Hades, but it's supposed to be really fucking hard too. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'll say that next week
if you play it and if we remember, we'll bring it up next week.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we've been playing. You guys got any dope shit to dish out?
In light of everything that's going bad, yes. Everything's pretty dope right now. I guess like for me, I guess the cool part is like because of this whole because everyone's like getting quarantined in a sense, it was just really cool to see like how it's just also funny to see. But Steam got like 20 million concurrent.
The highest
numbers ever. I saw that and I'm like,
that's wild.
At first I was like, oh, which game? And I'm like, oh wait, no, this is just Steam.
All the games.
Yeah. Like, it's just really funny to see like I see random people on like Snapchat or Instagram now. I was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna play this game. And I'm like, wait, you play games?
I saw one of someone I knew in high school. We were Steam friends. I haven't seen him on and playing a game in literally years.
Oh wow.
And he finally like, I'm playing City Skylines.
Wow.
We've dug deep, boys.
We've gotten to this point. It's just,
that's wild. I mean, I guess if you're
just sitting at home,
if you're at home quarantining yourself.
I think last I checked, I think he's a master's student and his school closed. So it's just like, go home, ride it out.
Yeah. A lot of our students came back who like left. They were like, come back and like, well, I guess I'm working at the pizza shop again.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Dang. But
yeah, like 20 million is a lot. And especially like, I don't know if you're going to talk about this, but like GOG just announced like 12 or 15 games you can just download for free. Just
really?
In response.
I didn't know about that.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Need to look into that.
Yeah.
God, I fucking love GOG.
They have a new launcher.
Yeah,
GOG
I wanted
2.0.
to check it out.
It's really nice.
It's supposed to be like their universal launcher.
and it works with like everything.
I'm sick.
Yeah, like I have Steam linked. I have like Ubisoft. Like it's a hub for you. It's like all those launchers are now just in this one launcher.
Oh wow!
So you don't ever have
Epic Launcher. Uplay. Does it do BattleNet?
I think so.
Yeah, BattleNet, Steam. It's like a universal. GOG's been doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
that's sick.
It's really dope, and it tracks. It's just cool to see. Like, yeah, it's just really cool. It's a really nice UI. It's very clean, easy to like deal with. I think it's in beta because I just got into it.
It's still new.
It's still new.
Yeah, it's new.
So.
And then Steam kind of did the same thing with the free games because I think PAX was canceled, and so developers could put like their demos up on Steam. You could play PAX demos for free. So
nice. Yeah. E3 and PAX got canceled.
I think it's just cool to like it kind of ties in like all these like companies are also doing like free to play like this weekend. Like I know like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is like free to play this weekend, and like it's just. And then like even like Animal Crossing or at least Doom, I think like because of everything they let people start.
Well, that
playing
was
today.
GameStop. GameStop specifically is like we'll be selling Doom Eternal early.
I thought like they were letting them play today.
Huh?
I thought it was like Doom lets their players play today.
I'm pretty sure the game is unlocked.
Yeah, because like Animal Crossing's not. You can't play until tomorrow. Like you can preload, but you can't play till tomorrow. I remember that was the comparison. It was like, oh,
you should probably tell my girlfriend.
But maybe I don't know. I have no idea. It might have changed.
Yeah, no, a lot of interesting responses.
Yeah. So, in light of all that, it's just really nice. Like, to help everyone like just pass by time.
Yeah.
Because some people are not handling.
Yeah, some people are getting stir crazy.
Yeah.
Super.
Which sucks. I'm one of the people that like for a living I have to be out there.
Yeah.
I would love to stay at home and like just kind of chill and work from home. Like that's my dream. And you're but it's just different, different types of people. Yeah.
I was
some
joking.
People need it.
I think
I can be the most hermit ever.
I was writing on Tuesday, and no joke, I woke up at 12, ate a bowl of cereal, and just sat at my computer in my underwear and just wrote and like this. I'm working in my underwear. This is what people dream of.
Hell yeah, that's the American dream right there.
Yeah. And I saw a meme. It was really funny. It was like, oh, all you introverts, please put down your books and check your extrovert friends. They're not okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, wow. Good.
Yeah. No, that's cool, though.
Yeah. It's just cool to see. It's like, I think someone was like, oh, cool. It's like the exact opposite of Pokemon Go.
I saw about that.
I was like, lol.
I don't know. They were the cause of this. I knew socializing was a bad idea.
This is all just an advanced form of Pokerus.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to hear that word ever again.
What about you, Luke? Any dope shit?
They finally announced the PlayStation 5 console specs.
Oh, we'll talk about it.
And they look. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, but like, just as a whole, because I've had to do a lot of comparisons for work, for my work, and I think regardless of which one you end up buying, it's gonna be so much better than what you've had before, because consoles are finally realizing like easy peasy things for like moderate PC users. Like solid state drives are good.
That's the thing
You should have them.
Yeah.
But
Stuff like that, just like they're learning.
They're
And
learning.
it makes me happy.
Yeah.
But we'll delve into that a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
we'll get into that later. But
Yeah, that was
the new consoles look good, I guess is what I want to say.
which they do.
Yeah. We still haven't seen what the final unveiling of the PS.
Yeah,
is
Nope.
like.
there's so
That's
many.
another
I'm
talking point.
really
mock
excited
up.
about that.
I hope it does look like that really goofy one with the box and a giant
my
V
Yeah,
cut
right.
into it. Just like a boomerang.
Dude, I saw someone say in like a video there he was doing a comparison. He's like, Xbox is kind of like on top now, beating out PS because PlayStation hasn't revealed anything. I was like, dude, you don't understand.
Hold on, we'll talk about
They're
this later
holding
because
it
I have
back
I have
for
thoughts
the
on this.
unveiling. Like it's gonna drop and people are gonna lose their mind. It's gonna be like Galaxy Brain design. I don't know if that's true.
That'd be
but
the
I just
equivalent
think
of
it's
like
hilarious.
DC's winning because they have Batman movies out, and then the Marvel
Right.
movie hasn't been released yet.
Right? Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's because their Avengers comes out in 4 months. You gotta
Just
hold your
wait.
horses a little bit.
Yeah,
But Harrison said,
Yeah.
we'll dive into that juicy meatball later. I don't think I've ever referred to anything as a meatball before,
how does it feel?
besides like an actual meatball.
Change man?
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel weird now?
Do you
Do you feel that Italian in you coursing? Your fingers are like curling in.
And then
I
the first
want
words.
to make a really bad joke right now, but I'm not going to.
Is it the typical one that everyone does?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of
You're a better person.
something much
no.
worse.
Something else.
Anyways, something dope that I heard. Hey, since everybody's like chilling at home, or should be, if they can.
I mean,
If they
you're
can't,
not.
that's fine. I know. I'm just saying, like, you know. Since we're all bored.
I'm not bored
Yeah, you're bored. You just don't know it.
yet.
Go
Are
into
you telling
Minecraft.
me you're not bored just looking at schoolwork all day?
Oh yeah, right.
I'm not looking at it all day.
Uh-huh. Anyway,
Go into Minecraft because on March 12th,
So,
it already
something
passed,
was
so, like,
released
oh, okay.
called the Uncensored Library. And I'm being kind of jokey about it, but it's actually like a really cool, like, serious thing. I might mess up some of the information, but from what I remember, it was 24 builders from 16 different countries put together. They built like, and it's not just a building, it's like a walkway that leads into like a garden area that leads up to this like palace of a building.
Oh my god,
Yeah, if you look it up, it looks wild.
this is insane.
Yeah, it was 24 builders built that, I think. But yeah, and they're all journalists, from my understanding. Or it's a collaboration with Reporters Without Borders, and so the whole idea is they're making available a lot of works written by people that from countries that have kind of oppressed the free reporting,
yeah, free speech.
And the idea is to make those banned works available. And so they chose a game that even in countries that are being oppressed, they still have access to Minecraft.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're trying to bypass the system a bit. But it's really cool. They have different wings of the building dedicated to different countries.
Yeah.
So they have like Egypt, they have Russia, they have
Mexico, Saudi Arabia.
There you go. One more.
Vietnam.
And what? Oh,
Vietnam.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not
there's
surprised.
a dude. There's a I forget his name, but it's Win Van Dye, maybe. But he's a journalist that lives in Europe now because he got like
basically kicked out.
Yeah. Well, first he was like in prison for 15 years, and then
jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, it's they got audiobooks too, like in Arabic.
That's
Whoa.
awesome. Like,
yeah.
Do they import audiobooks or?
So I don't know. But they took the like music box in Minecraft with the discs.
Yeah, they just made a disc and audiobook.
Yeah.
That's so
Okay.
interesting.
So that's wild. Yeah. Yeah, and the like main, when you walk into the main building, it's like a glass floor, and you see like a globe that's like flattened.
Yeah.
On the and then you look up, and it's a dome, and it has all the flags from all the countries that are part of the what's it called?
UN?
Not the UN. There's it's do you see it, Harrison?
No, I
Is it
don't.
on there?
It's not on here.
No. Well,
Or it's not. There's no pictures. I have to like read through this article.
I don't know the name of it. I don't remember, but it's a collective of countries who are like part of the like freedom speech,
Gotcha.
free media, or free reporter or something like that. I don't remember, but so it has all the countries that are a part of that, and
Was it?
it has all their flags, and then like a book for each one.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
they use books to like have the like written information on them.
Yeah,
which
you can
is
have
really
all the
cool.
band material in there.
Yeah. So it's just something really cool to check out. Yeah.
No, this is really dope.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
It'd be
Yeah.
really interesting when someone who like is living in a country like that and they go and they read all that stuff and be like, huh.
Yeah. Right.
Huh.
I mean, the idea is to like reach out to young people and be like,
yeah.
you are being manipulated, and here's the like.
Well, there's so many like, because like almost every country I think has weird skeletons in the closet. It'd be interesting to see like more stuff like that happen. Because it's super cool to just read like effectively an unbiased report of what your country's actually like.
Yeah. Right. To like see the story from the other side.
Yeah.
kinda.
Or even just like
Yeah.
like with American history, so many things get changed. Or like actually seeing what American history is like would be way different than what they teach in schools right now.
Yeah. The whole like history's written by the victor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a super cool thing you should check out. You can you can download it. They have a server up for a year. And then you can also download it for like single play to like go on offline mode.
Read at your own leisure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At your own
So
pace.
super
That's
dope.
really dope. No, looking at this stuff, I'm like, man, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like
And
how they
it's
set
like
it,
all
how
like
they set it up.
well built too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They took their time and all that.
Yeah. The Russia wing has like an octopus, like so it's like basically like a library, and then like an exhibit in the middle. That's kind of how they have it set up. And in Russia, it's like this tentacle octopus thing coming out of the water that looks really cool. And it's all symbolic of something like I think it was Egypt. It was either Egypt or Saudi Arabia that has a cage to symbolize the reporters that were imprisoned.
Yeah.
There's another one where it's like they do that kind of like modern art thing where it's like a bunch of like random things if you look at it from this side,
if you look at
it from the other side, it spells truth.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
So cool.
So it's basically just a video game museum / history. It's a history museum with art,
History museum.
which is
Accessible.
Super cool.
No, that's really dope.
Yeah.
That's dope shit, Ian.
That's some dope shit right there.
Jeez.
And on that note,
It's kind of like a understatement, but
yeah. Oh,
Um,
that's way more dope than mine. At least the value.
hey, there's dope comes in all different flavors.
Now it's a competition. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
And on that note, we should take a break.
You got your purple nurples and your sweet
We'll be back after a break.
gang. Okay, bye. And we are busy back, boys and girls. Welcome to the show.
We're back from break. Thanks.
Yeah. So yeah, Luke leading us into that. Luke leading us into that. PS the consoles dropping. Well, I guess not dropping, but being announced. The specs of the consoles were announced.
Yeah.
Essentially,
So
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Recently.
Microsoft's had theirs out for a little while. And I think
Right.
on Wednesday, Sony finally here's your PlayStation 5 specs, everybody.
So now people can compare and contrast.
Yeah, people can go crazy, be like, my console's better than your console.
Here's the thing I just want to say, like, off the bat. Wildin'. They wildin' now. Like, before, PC was always, like, better.
Yeah.
But now?
Actually,
I don't
no,
know.
it was not. It was not.
Really?
PC was
When?
not good. There's a point when consoles were actually legit better.
Oh, like early on?
And then PCs all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're good
Sure.
again.
Okay.
And then now, yeah, it's just like
for a while,
Yeah.
PC has been the powerhouse. But now
recently, yes,
consoles are, like, actually looking attractive in their
yeah.
specs.
In some ways.
I've been hearing some
I'm
people
waiting-
say
I'm waiting
there's,
till the
like,
price point.
some tech in there that we actually can't get.
Yeah,
For
they
PC?
do have, like, I know specifically with the Xbox Series X, its CPU is a custom AMD
Mm-hmm.
Zen 2,
Yeah.
and like it's only built for the Series
It's
X.
only meant to,
so,
yeah.
yes, PC can't get that specific CPU.
Yeah.
I don't know how that CPU compares to stuff that is available to us.
Right.
So while it is exclusive to a console, I don't know if it's going to beat, like,
I'm hearing that
some of our
it's-
stuff.
It can at least give it a run for the money.
Yeah,
Is
like-
what I've
yeah.
heard.
Like, it's definitely going to
So-
be, like, competitive.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're ever, like, when you can effectively build one PC out of 4 PCs.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
in the cost difference of, like, a single PC versus a single Series X,
yeah.
there's competition unless you're that person who has, like, I spent $6,000 on my PC.
Yeah, right. You can make like a
Yeah,
10,000 God PC.
yeah, it's definitely still, like, they'll be in the running.
Yeah. They've up. I just think it's really cool how much they've
Yeah, no,
upgraded.
they've had a huge jump.
Yeah.
And for, like, they've had huge jumps, and, like, at least for me, honestly, the biggest jump will be solid state drive on the
Yeah.
console.
Yeah,
because,
that's a
100%.
huge.
like, having
Loading
played,
times later.
I
Like, because that's been my biggest gripe with PlayStation is that loading times for things
awful,
is insane.
Actually terrible.
awful.
And now it's like not even a problem, man.
I remember making the jump to PC, and I had my
Mhm.
solid state. Like, how could I ever go back? And then I originally had Monster Hunter World on the PS4,
Uh-huh.
and then after getting it on PC, it is
9 day.
night and day loading in
Night and
screens.
day.
Or even playing, like, when I played Spider-Man, when I played God of War, it's like, these are great, but sometimes things take a really long time to load.
But
And
yeah,
especially, like, how big they are, too.
Yeah.
Like, with the PS4 we have back home, I ended up having to buy an external hard drive. But PS5s are going to come stock with 825 gigs. And then
Damn.
Xbox comes stock with a terabyte.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is great, one, because people are making their games way too big.
mhm.
But
I think with that, even though it's a terabyte, I think the one thing PlayStation had better was that its read speeds were like way
Yeah.
like
that
Yeah.
actually way
is the
faster.
other
'Cause-
really big thing with these new consoles, because
Yeah.
it's the I/O throughput, which is, I can't remember what it stands for. I had to write about it. I know on the Series X we're looking at like 2.8 or 2.9 gigahertz a second.
It is. For are we? Oh, sorry, CPU. Or
No,
are we
we're
talking
looking at
about-
the specific of the I/O
I'm on the
I/O throughput, because PS5 has
pull
like
it up.
5.9, like almost double the read speed
Yes.
of a Series X,
Damn.
which is going to be great.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like, if you're looking at the detailed specs of what we have so far, a lot of people made the assumption based on just like hardware and raw power Xbox, because
Right.
it has the higher GPU,
This
higher CPU,
CPU.
and
Yeah.
it has more space. But The PS5's like reading speed is way faster. Like it's not just like 1 or 2. It's like it is 1 to 2, but it's basically double.
It's basically doubled.
And like it's a high number too. Like comparatively, like basically 6.0.
I'm kind of
because I think that's raw. I think when you actually look into it,
it's raw. It's raw.
Yeah, I think it's 8 to 9. I can't remember off the top of my head.
There's so many numbers when you're talking about
like,
specs.
I know the numbers. I don't know like the actual like thing it's measuring.
Oh, okay.
Like, is it 8 to 9 gigs? 8 to 9
I
gigahertz?
see. Yeah.
Oh, for what?
Like basically you have the raw is 5.9.
Right.
The compressed speed is what I think is like what people actually experience.
Yeah. I think on here from the Kotaku, it said PlayStation 5 typically it's 8 to 9 gigabytes compressed
a second.
And Xbox is 4.8.
Yeah. So 8 to 9 gigs a second.
That's
and
insane.
Then like that's the point where maybe like PlayStation might not be as like powerful, but it can just.
But when it runs a game, I guess. Well, do we need to run down specs, or we just? I mean, I don't think. I think it's like it's just the nice part.
Do
is
we
like
know this? Like, do all three of us know specs?
I don't,
because I do because it was literally what I was reading.
So I don't know the whole rundown. I just know the general idea of like Xbox had a better like CPU and GPU, but PlayStation was running with that.
Yeah,
and there was also when I was looking into it, something someone said, which kind of I would think would ring true, is that PlayStation's like their specs aren't bad still, right?
No, they're actually still good.
So like
compared to the PS4, this is astronomically better.
And so when it comes to like devs making games for these, they're gonna like optimize it for the one that's slightly worse, so it doesn't even really matter too much. So that read speed will actually be like what's more impactful.
Yeah, like I think especially too, people like to like nitpick about the two consoles, but honestly, compared to the two, they're almost effectively the same. Right. But regardless, they're both so much better than the PS4 and Xbox One that no matter what you get, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's just the nitpicks. And
it's
like, yes, I think if you put both consoles to the test, Xbox would win on raw power.
Probably.
But I think if you take like a middling game and you just leave it on like, let's just leave it on high, like PS5 will probably like perform better. And this is just like looking at only the stats we've seen. We haven't like, obviously we haven't played it, but
because I don't think they've released any gameplay yet.
No,
so
PlayStation has not.
Well, it'll be interesting to see like
Xbox
when they do.
Xbox only showed like their loading, like the loading comparisons to like Xbox.
Right.
Xbox.
We haven't seen anything explicitly like this comes out on Xbox. Or
they did show. They did show some gameplay. I think it was Gears on. In comparison, also, just like, but it was in comparison to like just Xbox One.
Right. They're doing their own
obviously
platforms.
looks insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much different.
Like, it's just. I mean, for like, I think it's just nice. I know for Xbox, for them at just me getting an Xbox One initially. Yeah. Just knowing that they're doing this because they fucked up the first time. Everything was just underperformed compared to PlayStation 4. It was just like. Oh, I think it was like PlayStation 4 can like play like it was like Xbox had like a weird number when it came to the resolution. Like there's like little things where it's like they were like just just like slightly underperforming compared to like PlayStation. So now it's like, you know what, just fuck it. Let's just like make everything as good as we can finally, and not focus on TVs. What?
Well, I think especially like kind of at the end of this console generation, definitely Microsoft has kicked it up because you've got Game Pass, which I personally don't have. I know you have it, Harrison, right?
I have it for PC.
Yeah,
I don't have it for Xbox because I don't have an Xbox.
Well, like, but I think. Sorry, if you were gonna finish, go ahead and finish your thoughts.
No, I was just gonna say like, but if I did, I probably get that.
One of the things that Xbox, it's outside of what the console is doing, but I think it's just a philosophy Microsoft is going for is what they like quote gamers first type thing, but they're definitely more willing to not have like they're willing to share PC Xbox type stuff, And
now it's just an ecosystem.
Yeah, well, especially because they even said within one, there are certain games I know off the top of my head, Halo Infinite and Senwa 2, you can buy on Xbox One, and it'll just transfer to Series X.
That's really
so, which is one super smart.
That's smart.
But like as just like a regular person, you're like, oh, I can just like if I buy the new console, I already have these games. It's great.
Yeah.
But
that's
same.
dope.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I was gonna say something else about that. They're also promising there will be no Xbox Series X exclusive games for the first year.
Oh,
because they don't want that super harsh transition of like now I have to get the new console to play my game.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, because I want to say even like Cyberpunk will do the same thing where if you buy Cyberpunk now, if you get the new console, it'll just automatically transfer.
Yeah, it'll transfer.
And then in addition to that, they haven't explicitly said what they're going to do, but they want to quote continue and expand support of the Game Pass, which I think was probably one of like it's such a good like move to have something like Game Pass. It kind of reminds me of when Humble Bundle first came out.
Exactly.
Because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but with Humble Bundle now, I don't pay attention to.
No, I don't either.
It's kind of
I don't
standardized now. But before it was like, oh, I can get all these games for literally a penny if I wanted to.
Yeah, it was insane.
But if I donate this much, I get these other good games, and it's like $12. And they even talk about like, oh, if you spend $20 now, the return you get, you're effectively getting $100 on $20.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what they did with Game Pass.
Because even it's so much value.
Because my last thought right now in Game Pass is because of Game Pass, I think PlayStation had PlayStation Now. They have had to change it.
They've had to update it
because it was $20 before. They're like, well, no one's gonna. If you can get Xbox for literally half the price,
right?
We have to half the price.
But I think even with like, it's been so long since I looked into it because I remember looking into the PlayStation Now because I was like kind of curious, but it's still not like the way the infrastructure works. It's not as seamless and like as open.
You still technically stream it.
You still technically stream
whereas
it.
Whereas with Game Pass, you own the game for the month.
Yes,
nice.
So it's faster,
or like not even that month now. It's just like however like as long as you
however long you have it,
you just have it. I'm like, this is and for $10, it's like you can. This is when I was like, damn, Xbox just fucking did it, right? When they first announced it, I'm like, and now, like,
it's such a smart move.
It's such a smart move. It's like, oh, all the way back to Xbox games, and they're just up-res, or depending on what you're playing on. But like, essentially, I'm like, that's insane.
That's like, wild.
Smart move.
The nostalgia boner for like everyone that like actually had like an Xbox. Is
God,
yeah, gosh,
yeah, and that's what like. Outside of just the console, like just what Microsoft is doing to approach how they want to handle the next gen is really good.
Yeah,
because PlayStation, I don't like they've said the same PR speak. We're going to continue to support PlayStation now and all that.
Yeah, right. But it's like
it'll be kind of tricky to catch up because I think Microsoft has a lot of good favor now because before they didn't, and I think they've slowly picked up like, okay, this is what people want. They're doing a really good job, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
they've made a lot of smart like PR moves that kind of like game people side. The whole like Switch Microsoft thing and
I mean
they're in like the good seat.
They're in a better spot now.
They're in a way better spot. But like on the plus side, like with PlayStation 5, at this point I'm like, you get it for the exclusives because their exclusives are amazing.
Yeah.
Because at some point, Marvel Spider-Man 2, God of War sequel, Horizon Zero Dawn sequel.
Yeah.
It's so hard to not go for the exclusives now.
Yeah. And
I like they've said the PS5 will be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
But it's like they're kind of expecting you to like PS5's up, buy the PS5.
Yeah, it's essentially just covering base. Like if you have a PS4, it's backwards compatible, but it's not like for anything else prior. Not confirmed at least, but I don't think they will. Knowing PlayStation, they won't go anything like they'll only go back to PS4 just to like that's like their like way to ease in people. Yeah. But that's about it.
Yeah, because I think I don't know who it was, but some Sony spokesperson said within the first year of the PS5. I think the 100 most popular titles of PS4 will be backwards compatible, but no mention of like any other system or anything. But
interesting.
Yeah.
In terms of like the whole, in terms of like, I don't know. I guess pleasing your player base. I think Xbox is.
Yeah.
Microsoft is definitely.
I would agree.
And I think that, and this is just kind of going back to how they present their consoles in a sense. Like, I think Xbox, the reason why some people are saying like, oh, Xbox is doing very well is because when they present the Xbox Series X, it's digestible, while like PS5, they kind of did it. I don't think they did it well this time in that like they did a text speak, but I mean it was for GDC, so I get it. It's like for developers.
I don't fault them for that.
I get it, but the way they like marketed it, it sounded like they were like, oh, this is like the next steps. Like it's like, oh, this is like an announcement, when it was just like the presentation. If they said it differently, yeah, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But I think it was like just like little things where I'm like, okay, you're kind of marketing it weird. But right now it's like, I mean, this is always like just a ramp up point to where it's like, okay, we're just waiting until like these both like come out.
Yeah, because like I think honestly it'll be around the time when E3 would have happened when we'll start to see like more official and more like marketing type. Yeah. This is the product you want.
So, I mean, I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure this is just leading up to it. So, we'll probably see it like around June, July.
Which, maybe. Because Sony hasn't said what they're going to do about it. So they weren't going to go to E3.
But, so I mean, I would assume they do like what was it there?
You would assume they'd have a talk. But they've...
Whatever I forgot
they have neither confirmed nor denied, which is kind of like... And, I mean, it is kind of spooky because Sony is like... I want to say they're in Japan, right?
Yeah, that's the
headquarters.
Headquarters in Japan. I just don't remember.
So
like the PlayStation.
They might have some issues, whereas Microsoft is like Western, so they might have more time, I guess, to prepare without having any coronavirus issues. But
interesting, yeah.
Because
I forget, like, but is PlayStation also like headquartered in?
I don't know.
Sony for sure.
I don't know how they.
But it's also works. Like there's a non-zero chance that the release date for both consoles get delayed or suspended or whatever because like production, not even just like the console, like building the console itself in terms of production might be a huge issue.
Yeah,
but so far slated for the end of 2020.
So far,
I think I read November somewhere. I don't know.
Xbox had a statement that they since deleted and re-updated to holiday 2020.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was November.
Okay.
It sounded like that. Or it was Halo coming out in November, and it's assumed that if Halo comes out, then Xbox.
Yeah. But if you can buy Halo Infinite on Xbone, then you can
that's true. Yeah. It doesn't really. Yeah.
But I guess returning back to the original point where Ian was talking about how like comparative they are to PC, I bet you like one of those consoles is probably comparable to at least my PC because my PC is very like middle of the road.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think even mine. I think it would be able to like compete with it at least.
Yeah. It's like I know more PC specs. I don't know so much about the console stuff, but like I can already just kind of guess.
Yeah, I mean, because like every time it's like they're gonna get like the slightly newer like RAM is GDDR6.
Yeah,
and then like I mean comparatively like I'm sure the graphics card is gonna be like really good because it's supposed to last like 5 years at minimum.
I'm trying to remember. I think at least with the Series X, it's like 12 teraflop GPU processor.
It was like it's that whole
like I don't know the card. I just know what specifically the specs were, so I don't know how it compares.
Yeah,
and they make it seem like a big deal.
No, it's pretty like I mean they're both good. It's just always like
they're both good.
Comparing to both is like Xbox is slightly better.
Yeah, it's 10 teraflops versus 12 teraflops.
Yeah,
dude, I'm not. Like I already have like stigmatism. I'm not gonna be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, I'm not that much of like a graphics whore.
It just looks pretty. Yeah,
I'm slightly. if I'm paying for it, I kind of expect something. But
something else that this might have just been like a PlayStation like trying to be like, oh, we listen to you and all that shit.
Yeah.
But something that they're talking about is like their like system is going to be compared to the PS4 at least better for devs. Like game devs are going to have an easier time than they did on the PS4 because apparently there were some issues that the PS4 had or that devs had with the PS4 and they tried to answer a lot of those issues with this.
Having developed on the PS4, I'd be confused. But also like the game we made was so easy to make. I'm wondering if there's like actually I could see where they're coming from. The game we worked on was so not graphically or enginely intensive.
Yeah.
I'm sure trying to make Last of Us 2 may have caused some issues just because of the limited power.
Yeah. I think one of the things was the solid state. Like some spokesperson for PlayStation said like I went around to all the devs in the country and talked to everybody, and one of the things they said was, "We want a solid state." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, man."
That is absolutely a no-brainer, though.
Yeah, it's kind of just like
shit. But yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Now we have it
to see. Yeah.
It's nice. Like I think it's just cool. Like with expandable too. Like how Xbox actually has like a slot now. It's like you can actually like put in a like expandable storage.
And then PlayStation. Sorry, go ahead. No,
and then PlayStation lets you like switch it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's like a big difference for people is like Xbox versus PlayStation because PlayStation you actually like. I think Xbox was like they have like their own like memory card type things.
Yeah.
Whereas they had PlayStation, you can like my understanding was you can put your own like you can pick
switch it
your
out.
Own things.
You can switch it out. Yeah, you can, like Xbox has like their like a proprietary spot where you can get like you can buy like actual like
Xbox brand
like expandable storage and just put it like it's so easy to just put it in.
Mm-hmm.
While PlayStation you can switch it out, but I was looking into it. You can switch it out, but the read speeds on that card is so crazy that even though you can get like a nice SSD, you probably have to like dish out money to even like. But even then, they're not sure if you can like if it will be as compatible or as good as the one they have on.
Interesting.
Like on the console. Like, but you have the option. You have the option to switch it out, and it won't mess with anything. It's just like you're just you
at that
probably
point. Then
at
why?
that point, yeah. It's just kind of like. If you just want more storage, yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it just comes with like, but the SSD itself is probably like the read speed is just like so good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just kind of depends. I like because one of the things that I was hearing was that the storage is kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
For PlayStation,
or the amount. I think it was for PlayStation. Yeah.
So. At least with PS4, they do kind of tricky because I think PS4's stock have 500, but really it's like
it was like 400
because there's a bunch of their first-party apps that they have to add on. You can't get rid of.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be like 700, 750, which is still a lot.
It's still a lot.
Yeah.
But I think with the amount of how games are going to be, I'm sure. They're gonna still run into that same issue.
Like I'm honestly a little surprised they didn't just go for a full terabyte on the PS5.
Yeah, I was very surprised because I know like Xbox just did it because my PS4 has it.
With the Xbox One, you can even choose to buy a terabyte one.
Well, I guess like this is an SSD though. That is the difference.
Yeah.
So maybe there's budget trying to keep the price down.
That may be because I've heard rumors that the Series X will be more expensive than the PS5. So maybe that's where their saving cost is on that solid state.
Maybe, yeah.
That's I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we haven't heard prices at all.
No prices at all.
Yeah.
The price, like the rumors for the prices have been like going up. Like
I've heard like easily in like the 500s, which is a lot.
Yeah. How much was the Switch? It was 400 or
300.
300. That's right. Yeah. It was
but I guess like when you really think about it, with the specs that they're coming out with,
you're getting
compared to like
you're getting a PC almost.
Yeah. Like with the specs, you're like this is probably like a PC on sale with those kind of specs.
Yeah.
Like so, I mean, so thinking about for a console person, it sucks. Like it sucks.
Like, I could see them hitting 600. But no more, and that's gonna be like you're ready to face some outrage
because PS3 because the PS3 was 600 when it came out, and it was
people went bananas.
Yeah, Because it's, I mean, games are
I mean,
already...
I got it,
You
and it was
got
just
it.
like, but it was like, damn, this is way too much money for what it was.
Yeah, games are already so expensive. Like,
It's already $60 no matter what.
And then
Yeah.
you gotta buy controllers
Right.
and all that garbage.
you're making
So-
a hobby that's gonna eventually, well, I mean, hopefully not, and it probably won't, but like, if
This
you
is-
keep going that direction, it's gonna be like a classes hobby.
This is also like a thing where I think with Xbox though, this is the Series X. They're with their trend, it's probably gonna be a Series S, and it's probably gonna be like a little bit lower, like
Yeah.
tech wise. But
I mean,
think right now-
they might do a PS5 Slim or
yeah,
PS5 Mini.
it's like
Yeah.
assumed that they'll eventually do
But-
it.
yeah.
But
Kind of like the Switch has like their...
no, the Switch only has
Like-
like a battery change.
Oh, sorry.
You meant-
What did you say?
Oh, Xbox Series X will like probably the
Have
Xbox will come out with a Series S, and it'll just probably have like lower specs,
Oh,
but probably more
that's
affordable,
more cost efficient.
more
That's-
cost
I
efficient.
was trying to say
Yeah.
like the Switch has their handheld like Switch Lite or whatever.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, see,
kind
even
of
then-
is the same.
If they do a Series S,
Oh.
I don't see it coming out for at least 2
No, yeah, I don't.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like on release, I'm kind of expecting like a $500 price tag.
No, yeah, same.
So
Yeah.
But I know like the argument will be like, oh, for like coming from like if you're upgrading from console, this is way too expensive. I don't buy it for this. But
yeah, well, because even do you remember what release price was on a PS4?
the PS4, I think it
Was
was
it $399?
Yeah, I think it was about 400
I-
because the Xbox was 500.
Yeah,
Also, what? Damn it. Yeah, no, I think Xbox was
Yeah.
500. It did not hit.
Wait, Xbox.
No.
Which one?
Was it the Xbox One?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think it was 500.
I honestly can't.
yeah.
remember.
I'm just
Because now it's down to like now they're
Curious.
like down to like
yeah. No, they're
300.
cheap. But it's
Yeah.
Now they're cheap.
end
but
of
it's
life
end
cycle.
yeah. But I remember PS4 being $100 cheaper.
Yeah. So yeah, like I would if they are 400 or below, I would be extremely surprised.
I don't
like
think it would be
400
below
lowest
400.
end, 600 on the highest end. If they
Yeah.
go
Especially with like a custom, like
custom CPU and all
CPU.
that garbage,
Yeah, that's
terabyte of solid
yeah.
state.
That has to be some dough.
Yeah, it's gonna be pricey.
Yeah.
But then especially with Series X, you can't really bundle it with anything because they don't have exclusives.
Right.
You could maybe push for a $600 PS5, but if you come with like 3 games, it's
yeah.
$120.
And then it's like you gotta like wait for, or people probably would like wait until it becomes more viable.
Yeah.
Like have more games out for your system. But I think that's where like maybe backwards compatible comes in handy.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe Series X actually is cheaper because you have a backlog of games you can already play.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the argument was sorry, I stepped away for a
No, you're
bit.
good.
But I know like the argument was Xbox has older games. You have this catalog that
yeah,
you only pay $20
Mm-hmm.
or $10 a month,
Yeah.
10.
and PS4 but then the PS4 you have these exclusives that you know are going to be good
Yeah.
because Xbox doesn't have besides Halo and well we assume Halo.
Yeah.
What was the other?
It's definitely going to be. I think they've already said
Gears
Infinite
of
will
War.
be on
Gears.
PC.
Yeah, Gears. Yeah, Halo's gonna be on PC also
Yeah.
because I think it did say like Windows, but
okay.
I mean, yeah, PS4 has like or PlayStation
Yeah.
5 has like the exclusives that we know, but I do know like with Xbox they have been like buying a lot of like, what is it? They've been doing a lot of acquisitions
Yeah.
Mm.
on like certain companies,
yeah.
so it's like I'm sure. Everyone was expecting them to like come out with something like this gen. I was like, no, they bought
Yeah.
it all this gen. It's all for next gen.
Yeah, to develop
Mhm.
for.
So
Yeah, and even going back to the exclusive thing, it's mainly just console exclusives because even if it's a console exclusive, like you take Horizon Zero Dawn for example, it came it's at the very end of the PS4 life cycle, but we got it on PC,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
So if you're patient
Yeah.
enough,
dude,
we
I'm
got,
surprised
like,
by that.
it's coming.
that
Yeah. Right.
we had Final Fantasy 15 come out on PC,
Yeah, that's true.
so some of the exclusives aren't as exclusive as people think.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think that's why Xbox just kind of went with the whole
Mm-hmm.
we're
Yeah.
not exclusive.
Yeah.
You have options.
Yeah.
Which I think in the end of the day, it kind of helps the consumer because essentially
It's definitely better consumer wise.
consumer wise. So I just really hope because I like them both.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope Sony just doesn't have it like have it in their head again because they did. It's been like a thing where it's like PlayStation 2 did well, and then PS3 they had a big ego, and it was just like and like PlayStation 4 now is great. I just don't want them to like.
They're just really bad with odd numbered things.
Yeah, I was like, please don't, because I want you guys to do good. Even though like deep down I'm still like an Xbox fan. Like I still am kind of an Xbox fan. So every time I see the stuff that you're doing, I'm like, oh yes, you guys are doing it right. Please.
Which is funny because you have a PlayStation right now, not an Xbox.
Telltale sign that Xbox did not do this. Yep. I was willing to sell my Xbox for that PlayStation 4.
Damn.
Because there's games I could play on PlayStation. I was way more excited for stuff on PlayStation 4.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
God. Yeah.
I don't blame you. I just thought it was funny.
No, it's hilarious. But I'm like, I do still like.
Your heart.
It's like, yes. I'm like.
The 13-year-old inside is just like, Xbox, baby. Xbox. I want to go back to those Call of Duty and Halo days.
I was going to say it says Xbox and then it screams into the mic about how your mom's a bitch or something. Call of Duty.
Your mom. Shut up.
Yeah.
Hilariously, Halo is on PC, so I wouldn't even play it on Xbox.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't played the first. Like, the one dropped. Halo 1 dropped. I'm like,
I think I'll always kind of be a PlayStation, Sony diehard. That was like console I had growing up, and I like maybe not on release. I definitely plan on getting a PS5.
Yeah.
Especially if certain games come out, because there's one. This is off topic. There's one studio that have been hinting they're doing like there's 4 remakes they could be doing, and one of them is like my favorite game, and they're like, ooh maybe it's gonna be on the PS5. If they do that, there will be like no doubt in my mind.
Mittens off.
I'm buying this.
I know. I think this was rumored too that Sony was gonna try to get Metal Gear and like all the other ones.
Get Kojima back.
Essentially trying to get all those games back and remaster it. I'm like, would you remaster it for 5? Or it's a bigger question.
Yeah. Would you consider getting any of the consoles?
I want to see what the 5 looks like. Like legit, that's just the last thing.
If it looks terrible, that only makes me want to buy it more.
Like just to get it, just to have
just
it.
Like this is the future.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because like that box, like the box that's always like prototype. I know it's just it is just a 5. It is literally the Roman numeral 5. I'm like, dude, that you guys are just going all in.
Let's go, man.
But I just really hope it's not that big. That's my only worry. Is like if it's huge, then no.
No.
Like they always like I've seen a bunch of funny pictures of the Xbox like, oh, it's actually this big. Like, what if it is that big? What if it's just like
what if it's a refrigerator?
Just a legitimate PC tower as a console?
Yeah. I mean someone put like a banana like next to
for
it.
Scale.
Yeah, for scale. I'm like, oh, that's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
But like I know then there's like the nitpicks of now it's standing. Where do I put it? Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah. Welcome to the future.
Yeah. Welcome to the future of consoles.
What about you guys? Would you guys get like?
Yeah, would you get any?
Or I guess if you could, money's not an option or not a thing. Which I wish.
Anyway, so if we're going along with that logic, I thought it was funny that you said PlayStation, Luke, and Harrison, you said you're an Xbox.
Yeah.
And I always align myself with
Nintendo boy.
It's like we got the Trinity here.
The Trinity. Even though you haven't played, I'm just gonna drop it.
It's not a good game.
But it's like if he says he's a Zelda fanboy, at least he has to like.
I can be a Zelda fanboy and not think a game in that franchise is good.
No, yeah, definitely.
I could think that and still be a fanboy.
Yeah, but you just haven't really played.
I have played. I've played a little bit.
Sometimes you can know. Sometimes you can just know, like, this will be a train wreck.
But anyway,
it's not a train.
That's another train. That's another tangent.
Anyway, I'm kind of.
You want the Switch Pro? You know.
You want this? I mean, sure, yes. It depends. I would have to see what comes out. I want to know what games come out first.
The only thing they've announced for PS5 is Godfall.
Yeah,
with that one trailer, like
right.
Cool.
I'm
sure it'll be cool, but
I mean, it looks cool. But it's like also like it looks like one of those games where it's like it looks cool, and it ends up being like
it's gonna be like
B tier,
the Heavenly Sword,
something like that.
This is cool.
Do you guys remember that one game? It was like it was human. It was on that like PS3, Xbox.
Too Human?
to human. It has that vibe with me, and I don't know how.
Yeah,
because I liked it. I was like, I liked playing the demo for
but
that.
it's just
But it was
bad.
like bad.
I love those games.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like
it just has
a
that
game to like show off the capacity of the specs.
First 30
and then the
minutes are
gameplay is just
cool.
gonna be terrible.
And then everything after the first 30 minutes is just repetitive.
reviews. This game is amazingly beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah.
But god damn it.
God, I would just want to not play this game anymore.
Whew. The future is here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's exciting. Yes. Like I know some people won't get the tech part, but I think it's just because like we play on PC a good amount. I have surface level where I'm like, okay, I understand that that's a good.
We understand what a CPU GPU is
Yes,
basically, so it's cool.
So
Yeah.
I still go to like what's that YouTube channel? Like they test out like
Linus?
no,
Tech?
not Linus.
Oh.
There's another one that I don't remember. I'll remember next time. But anyway, looks good. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Might buy.
What about you?
Depending.
Oh, you already said your PlayStation.
Yeah.
I expect at some point
Is
I'm gonna have a PS5.
The game that they're teasing is it the one I'm thinking of?
Probably.
Okay. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be they'd be wilding out on that.
They'd be straight wild.
Yeah. All right.
Guess we'll
Well,
see.
we just had food delivered to the office, so I'm
a hungry boy.
a hungry boy too. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah. Let us know. I don't know how you're gonna let us know.
Just
let us know.
scream out.
Well,
Yeah.
we do have a Facebook. I know
Hey,
we legit have a
Yeah,
Facebook.
check it out on
yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook, we have a
SuperBoss Podcast. You
We
can
have
find
Twitter.
us on
Oh God, we have socials now. Jesus.
all that.
You're
stuff.
welcome.
Just search up
Oh.
SuperBoss Podcast.
Yeah,
SuperBoss
SuperBoss.
one word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SuperBoss
Love to
Podcast.
hear you guys listen in. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye.